Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. Welcome to The Past and the Curious. This is just a short episode. We'll call it a Past and the Curious holiday short. Because we just have a funny story that we want to tell you about the Christmas pickle. So rather than listen to all of this and all the rigmarole, and let's just get started, huh? At some point in American history, most people say around the end of the 1800s, some people began to hide pickles in their Christmas trees. It's a contest of sorts. The idea is that whoever finds that hidden green pickle camouflaged against the green needles of a Christmas tree, well, they deserve a little something extra. To you, the pickle finder, you might be blessed with a year of fortune, or you might just have to settle for an extra present on Christmas morning. Either way, it's a win. But there is no agreement as to why there is such a practice of pickle pursuit, though most stories claim it to be a tradition of German origin. One version of the story revolves around a German immigrant serving as a Union soldier during the Civil War. This man found himself imprisoned by the Confederates in the notorious Andersonville prison camp. Now, quite factually, the Andersonville prison camp was awful. Prisoners were woefully undersupplied, and conditions were atrocious. So it's not a stretch to believe that if this man is real, he probably was starving. Many of the prisoners starved. But this particular man begged his guard for something, anything to eat. He said he'd even settle for something as meager as a pickle. Being as that it was Christmas Eve, the guard took pity on the hungry German-born soldier and answered his wishes. One delicious Christmas pickle. Don't mention it, pal. Now, for all this hungry German knew, this could have been his last meal, so he savored each garlicky, salty bite. But soon he discovered that he had found the strength to survive in that green gherkin. At war's end, when he finally made it back to his family in Pennsylvania, he began the tradition of hiding a pickle in the Christmas tree for his children to scour. You could say it might have been a way for him to remember that fateful time in his life, or it could have been a way to pay tribute to that guard's kindness, if you want to call it that. Still, this alternative story is perhaps a bit more plausible, though highly doubtful. In the 1890s, Woolworth's stores began importing hand-blown glass ornaments from Germany. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Woolworth's was once one of the most common stores in the United States and was visited and shopped by millions of Americans. Now, these glass ornaments that they sold to American consumers were shaped as fruits and vegetables. They were very well made and very desirable at the time. There were oranges and apples and bananas and grapes and tomatoes and squash. Well, they were desirable except for one. It seems no one wanted the pickle-shaped ornaments. That makes sense, right? Who would decorate a Christmas tree with a pickle ornament? So, the brass at Woolworth's found themselves looking at a tremendous amount of unsold glass pickle ornaments. And they realized what they had to do. Convince Americans that they did want pickles hanging from their Christmas trees. So someone with a marketing mind and an indifference towards the truth made up a story to go along with the pickles. It was an age-old German custom to hide a pickle in the tree for one lucky family member to find. Perhaps it was the power of old-world charm. Or, more likely, our simple and ever-present desire to want the chance at just one more present. In any case, the pickle sold, and when next Christmas rolled around, they ordered more. Now, is this true? Probably not. There's no clear origin story for the Christmas pickle practice. In any case, most sources agree that it is not a tradition ever practiced in Germany. It exists only in America, yet we call it a German tradition. Was it a German immigrant in the Civil War? Was it a Woolworth's marketing campaign? Was it something else entirely? We don't know, but we still like it, because pickles are funny. Do you have a pickle tradition? Because this wasn't the only Christmas pickle tradition we found in our research. Our imagination was captured by a recipe for something called red cinnamon Christmas pickles. Here's the basics. Normal pickle stuff, cucumbers, vinegar, water. But instead of dill and salt, you use a ton of sugar, a handful of cinnamon sticks, and a bunch of dissolved cinnamon red hot candies to make the brine. You can it to let the pickling process do its magic, and then, ostensibly, at some point, you eat and enjoy. We've never had them, not sure we really want to, but we're still curious. Have you? If not, would you give it a try? Leave your feedback on our Facebook or Twitter pages. Maybe you've got a weird pickle tradition. Maybe you eat these red cinnamon Christmas pickles like candy, or maybe you're brave enough to try them and you'll tell us about them. And one last thing before we get to the music. We figure if you're listening, you or someone in your life probably loves history a lot. So we humbly offer our holiday gift pick for 2016. We love presidential history, we love cool design, and we love independent businesses. So I encourage you to check out the San Diego-based company, Old News Company. These two ladies make really, really awesome t-shirts. They all have any number of presidential faces, just one face right there in the middle, all throughout history. They look awesome. They're available in a bunch of different colors, a bunch of different designs. They're made in the USA, and they're perfect for the history lover of any age. They actually have kid sizes, too. So I encourage you to check them out at oldnewsco.com. That's OLDNEWSCO.com. We'll put a link up on our social media. And if you want to get me one, I'd like the Abraham Lincoln shirt in red, probably size large. So I'll wait by my mailbox for that. Again, thank you for listening to The Past and the Curious. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Leave a review on iTunes and Stitcher. And please tell somebody. We've got a new episode coming up, a full episode coming up soon. You'll see another one this month. Now, before we leave you, the music this week is a fun version of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies from the Nutcracker. You'll recognize it, but you won't recognize this version of it. It's performed by Squeezebot.